Welcome to Your Pet, Your Vet. Today we have an interesting show. It's a little bit different than usual. As you know, as a veterinarian, we see a lot of different types of pet care problems. A lot of times it's illnesses or infections or trauma. But you know what? Over the last decade or so, pet behavior has become a major medical problem in pets. In fact, it's pet behavior that results in the highest amount of pets that are relinquished or taken to shelters. In other words, there's some kind of behavior problem that the family cannot tolerate, and they have to give up the pet. So obviously that's not good, because some of those pets end up being euthanized. So our goal is to help people with these problems so they can have a pet that meets their needs in terms of having a pet that's loved and nourished or nurtured and that's a member of the family. So that's what we all want. Well, in human medicine, one of the most common problems seen is depression. And there's a lot of medicines that physicians use to treat that. Also, there's therapy that goes into that. In pets, the number one big basket, I like to call it a big category that pets have in terms of behavior problems, are anxiety related. And almost all pet behavior problems are anxiety related. For example, the number one case or type of anxiety problem is called separation anxiety. In fact, there is a medication that's been approved to treat that. We'll talk about that. But there's also fear-aggression problems, such as dominance aggression. That's where dogs in particular really feel like their food is their food, those toys are their toys, and they will fight, I mean fight to the death, to try to protect what's theirs. So they would call that dominance aggression. And then something we see in veterinary business, a lot of veterinary hospitals, is fear aggression. These are pets that are just scared to death. They see someone they don't know that approaches them, and they will defend themselves to the death, so to speak, because they're so afraid. Now, we can work with any of these pets, but we have to be able to identify what kind of anxiety they have, so that we can adapt our behavior to them. They're not going to adapt their behavior to us, so we have to adapt our behavior to them. And that's something I have to really teach our staff. You have to approach these pets differently, because you can't discipline a pet like you do a person, okay? They only really respond to what we call positive reinforcement. Negative reinforcement just accentuates that bad behavior, quite frankly. We'll talk about that another time. So there's two phases, or two ways that you treat pet anxiety disorders. One that's very important is behavior modification. Medicines in and of themselves can't do it. So veterinarians have to be able to work with the client to help them with behavior modification techniques. And there's several of them that can be used. And they're very simple, and they're really pretty much common sense. But also today I want to talk about some aids, some medicines, nutrients that we use to help us treat pet anxiety disorders. One of my favorites is actually a nutraceutical right here called Zilkine. This is made by a French company called Vetiquinol, which makes a lot of good animal health products. And this is actually a modified milk protein, and their studies show that when you give this on a routine basis, it doesn't sedate the pet, but it does calm them. I've had very good success with this product in terms of treating anxiety disorders. Another nutraceutical that I really like is made by a company called VetraScience, and these are just a combination of herbs and vitamins. And we use this a lot too for pets that are old. One of the problems we see in geriatric pets is they have some behavior problems just because of their age. And this product is called Resveraflex, and it helps support the inflammatory system, also metabolic function and longevity. So I'm not going to say pets will necessarily live longer, but their lives will be older. The more geriatric years will be enhanced by this simple nutrient supplement. Now we get into some products that are called pheromones. Pheromones are airborne hormones. And this company called Seva came out and was able to develop products that are actually mimic the, for example, the cat product is called Feel Away. You've probably noticed how cats will rub their faces on things and and they will mark things with their face. Well, there's actually hormones on their muzzle, and these hormones have a calming effect on pets. And so this company developed this product where it's in an aerosol. You can actually plug it into the wall, and it emits like a vapor that you can't see, but it has a remarkable calming effect on pets. And a lot of times we'll use this to treat pets that have urinary, inappropriate urination, help get them back to the litter box appropriately. It also comes in a spray. So you can use a spray or a diffuser, it's called. In dogs, this is actually a collar that lasts for a month, and it also has that pheromone activity. In this particular case, female dogs emit a hormone around the mammary glands when they're nursing. And this is how, when you see puppies nursing, how calm and how relaxed they look. Well, this is what this is. That this company is able to develop a product based on that technology, and it's really great. And it's the same product, but it also comes in a spray. Oops, sorry about that. Comes with a spray and also a diffuser too. So it depends on the situation on which one we'll use. And a lot of people have heard of these. These are really neat. These are called thunder shirts. Now, you've heard of swaddling swaddling babies. You've seen that in certain cultures. That's a common thing that helps calm children down. Well, this is the same principle. As you can see, it's a little jacket that goes on dogs and has a very good effect of calming them down. So it's used for generalized anxiety disorders. Very popular product. And also, they're pretty cool looking. So they're kind of fashionable. So we like that. So, and lastly, there are some, all these things I just mentioned are non-drugs. Well, this is a drug, okay? This is called fluoxetine, also commonly known as Prozac. I'm sure everyone's heard of Prozac. Very common human product for depression. Well, in my opinion, it's the #1 product for pet anxiety if you have to go the pharmaceutical route. This product helps raise the serotonin levels in the brain, which is really what enables, good brain function. And I have had remarkable success with this. And the reason why I like this particular one, some of the other products that are available, or drugs that are available, take a while to build up into the system so where you actually see a benefit. This works faster. Usually in 2 to 3 up to 4 weeks, we will see an improvement in whatever anxiety disorder we're treating when we incorporate this into their protocol. So again, what's so important in our pets is not only trying to treat them with their health problems, but it not only involves physiologic problems, the body, but also involves mental problems. And that's really, really important, and we really can help the quality of life of those pets and then enhance the human-pet bond, and that's really what it's all about. Well, thank you for tuning in today, and next time we'll talk about another interesting topic on your pet, your vet.